I had had a particularly rough time in middle school, and I remember looking at my registration sheet for courses for high school, and I'm looking at all these different electives, and I'm like, do I want to do gym? No. Do I want to do, some sort of math elective? No, I don't. Theater I'd never done before, but the idea of taking a drama class was really interesting. So I signed up, just kind of seeing what it would be like, and my first teacher was Robert Stewart, who is still one of my favorite people alive to this day. And he just gave me this space where I could feel like myself and feel comfortable being myself. To have a place where you could just be, and regardless of whatever comes out of your mouth or whatever you're portraying, it's accepted and people collaborate together and build on those same things. It was literally magic for me, and so I caught the bug very early, and I stayed with theater all through high school. There's just been this thing, like this recurring thread all through my life since that very first class where I try to study something else or get a job doing something else and find something stable, but there is something that keeps pulling me back, whether it's the people or a project or just that craving for that same sort of creative and accepting environment. And there are times, because I personally have a chronic illness that is exhausting, and then full-time job, 2 kids, one's 8 months old, lots of sleepless nights already. It's hard to, after a full day of work already, go somewhere else to do something, right? And there are times where I will drive up, park the car, and start walking up to the front door and feel this like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. But something happens in the course of that 2 or 3 hours at the theater where when you leave, you actually have more energy than you had when you went in. So what I love about the script is that it is just fun. And even at the very beginning, the playwright, Emma, gives some really specific instructions that this is meant to be empowering, which goes along with exactly what I felt with those first theater experiences. Not just this idea of acceptance, but this idea of empowerment. I am fairly unique, I know, with the 10, in that I have actually hired the assistance of a director. I did that for a couple reasons. The first is that I worked with Jen during Enter the Hex, and she is literally the perfect person to direct this play, in my opinion. She not only does she have this love of fantasy, which gives her a lot of great foundational ideas to build off of, but she's just so passionate about what she does, performing, creating, and she's so assertive as well that I'm really not that way. You could ask other people that I've directed before. I'm very much like, well, what do you think? What do you want to do? And in such a short time frame, I needed somebody that could get the job done. And I knew that Jen had the perfect set of skills to do that. On top of that, of course, too, as I mentioned before, I really didn't want my perspective to muddy this thing that's going on inside the play itself. So I did want a female perspective actually driving the direction of the piece too. So I lucked out, I really did. I was very happy that I got Jen to work with me. One and all, it is my pleasure to present to you Minding Your Manners in the Death Circle by Emma Carter and directed by Jen Groves.
Check and mate. Put the cup down. You didn't say the magic word.
Don't get cute with me, Cat. Now, if you know what's good for you, you'll step away from the bag.
And let a salamander like you win? Never.
Typical Bobcat. Bold, brave, but no brains.
That's funny, coming from you.
Cunning always wins.
Goodness prevails.
Oh, I solemnly swear I'll enjoy watching you die.
Think again.
What took you so long, Bee?
Had to trap a chipmunk. won't be interfering with us anymore. Glad I made it in time. Who's your friend?
Remember that time I almost snatched us a first aid kit and someone hit me on the head and stole it?
In my defense, I thought that the blow would kill you.
And that's supposed to make me feel better, Mira?
Dead people don't need first aid kits.
Must be strong to make it this far.
I prefer to stick to the sidelines, let the barbarians destroy themselves, reap their rewards for myself. But don't think for one moment I can't take either one of you.
If you want one of us, let's go through both of us.
We've made an alliance of sorts.
Of sorts? That's reassuring.
What do you think you'll gain pairing up with that bird brain? At the end of the day, the only person you can rely on is yourself.
There's strength in numbers.
Right, until you kill me. You really think she'll stick by your side once you're the only thing standing between her and a lifetime of freedom?
I won't kill her.
Nor will I.
Then you'll both die.
I'd rather die than continue to live under the thumb of a corrupt headmaster.
I'd rather live and gain true freedom.
One act of defiance does not make you free. Freedom is being able to leave the table when you're done with your meal. Freedom is taking a second helping if you like. Freedom is being able to go to the bathroom when you need to, not just when the teacher tells you you can.
Yeah, and it wasn't so long ago that freedom belonged to everyone. We can bring it back, Mira. Not just for Kat and me, but for all the students in all 4 houses, for everyone in all the land.
Impossible. They're watching us right now.
That's where you're wrong. The cameras are off.
What?
No bugs. We shut down the system. We're completely off grid.
I don't believe you. This is a trick.
It's not a trick.
Don't you think they would have killed us already if they were watching?
They're hoping we'll kill each other. Do their dirty work for them.
They're too busy trying to reboot the system, which gives us just enough time to discuss how we're going to bring them down with our secret weapon. Caught your interest yet?
Go on.
First, put down that stick.
You first.
Fine.
Now you.
All right, bird brain. Talk.
All right, we don't have much time, so listen fast. Are you familiar with the old legends of the time before?
Of course. Who isn't? The time before the Dark Ones took control and segregated us into separate houses when we were all one house, one tribe, living in peace and harmony and all that nonsense. What of it?
Legend says in the time before, our ancestors possessed words of great power.
Words that, when spoken aloud, could spread happiness and bring good fortune. Magic words.
But those are just legends, stories for children. Can't believe I've let you live this long just to hear you yap on about fairy tales.
They're true. They do exist. My family has been safeguarding the truth of these ancient words for 5 generations.
They were encrypted on a very old hard drive, but I managed to decode them.
Prove it.
My communicator's dead, but if you lend me yours, I can show you what they can do.
Why should I trust you? How do I know you won't steal it?
Just use mine.
Probably panicking what with the cameras being out, but if I call headquarters, I can request a care package drop.
You're crazy. They won't drop a care package. They'll drop a bomb!
Trust me.
I don't. If you dial, I will not hesitate to attack.
You'll have to go through me first.
Gladly.
Hey! Stop it!
Ah!
Hey! Mira! Mira! Stop it! Cat! Hey! Stop it! Stop it! Please stop!
What was that?
A magic word.
How did you?
Believe us now?
This is impossible.
Watch. Beatrice to HQ. I repeat, this is Beatrice of House Owl calling in from the Death Circle, requesting a care package drop. I repeat, requesting a care package drop, please.
We have to get out of here. Now that they know where we are, they're gonna send those blast-ended scorpions or shower us with acid.
Listen!
trap.
Calm down, Slimy. Ta-da.
Now do you believe us?
Give me one of those. Please. Whew. That feels
Good.
powerful. Give me another one, please.
It doesn't work that way. Magic words can't be used out of true selfishness. Magic words can only be used for good.
That's why the Dark Ones have hidden them away from us. They buried them, practically erased them from history because they can't use them.
This is incredible. But why bother sharing this with me? Why not just off me when you had the chance?
Because we don't have to fight anymore. There's no reason, don't you see? We can defeat the Dark Ones. Now that we know their secret, we can strip them of their power and reunite the houses. No more tournaments, no more house points, no more cup.
Freedom. Freedom.
Freedom. We need your help to do it. The other salamanders will never listen to us without a representative.
Won't we need a chipmunk representative too?
Nah, the chipmunks are pretty eager to please. I think they'll be on board.
It's not half bad, Bird Brit. I mean, B.
Thank you.
Whoa, was that a numbler one? I feel kind of tingly and warm.
Like someone appreciates you? Bet that's a first for you, eh, Slimy?
Don't push your luck.
Oh, just wait till she hears about your welcome.
Hey. Enough bickering. We need to act fast while the grid is still down.
What's the plan?
Once we activate the retrieval mechanism on the cup, they'll send a helicopter to pick up the winner.
In this case, winners.
And if they make us fight?
You just have to be polite.
So if you decoded the words, surely you have some sort of disk with the data?
We do.
And we're going to upload it so that anyone with a link to the collective cloud can access it.
Can I see the disk?
It's safe.
In your bag?
With me.
Show me.
Look, don't get any ideas.
Hey! You didn't have to do that. You could have joined us.
What can I say? I'm an opportunist.
You're a fool. Give me the disc, please. Pretty please, can I have my disc back? Thank you.
I curse you, bird brain!
That's disappointing.
Maybe the houses were divided for a reason, so we wouldn't have to put up with people like her!
Hey, no. United we stand, divided we fall.
Shall we finish this?
Together.